bed. I know it's kind of dark since it's still the sun's not up yet, and I'm on my way home. I did not stay for no picking. I was like, we went to lunch at 6 o'clock. I was like, you can either stay home, stay or leave 30 minutes early. I can't see what you're saying, but let me tell you how the so-called interview went with I can't even think, my feet still hurt so bad. It went pretty good, you know. They didn't even do a Skype interview. They had called me on the phone, and then it was early because, well, not that much early, but so they told me about the position, and you know, asked me what I knew about the company and about my experience and stuff. But they didn't ask me about tell me a time you went above and beyond. They didn't ask me that question. So they pretty much said we'll move forward. I completed the background check, and then I guess in a couple of days I'll go in for the orientation and get all the gear. But yeah, what area do you work? Because they told me they expanded to Kennesaw and Marietta. Dang, I wish I knew what you said, because it's so dark I can't see. I'll read it later. So, this is my third week with Amazon, and so far it's getting better in the sense of, you know, the rhythm. But today, boy, let me tell you, they talking about they had I don't know how many day packages they had, but it was more than yesterday, I can tell you that. And man, I swear, I thought that it would never end. Especially in, oops, fuck. Let me see what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I'll see it when I get to the red light again. Boy, I wish YouTube had like a versus chat that people could actually talk and you could hear what they're saying versus trying to read. What's all this? I work mostly in the North Highland, Little 5 Points downtown area, and some Sandy Springs. Okay, so basically pretty much the same areas if I was doing Grubhub or Uber Eats. Is that Paula? Who's on here? Who's the next person on here? I can't see because the sun hasn't come up yet. Oh, just drinking my hot chocolate that I bought from Krispy Kreme. And yes, I did buy me some donuts, but I'm not gonna eat it. Well, put it this way, I ate one donut. I'll probably take some to work, share with people. Well, not all of them, but you know, maybe a few people here and there. So basically the areas are pretty much the same in regards to when I do Grubhub. But I'm gonna try to stay around I'll stay around Virginia Highlands. I really ain't trying to hit downtown too much, but if I have to go downtown, I'll do that. But I'll see how it goes once I start. And I'll do a couple of blocks with Grubhub, whatever I got scheduled, and then, well, good morning, whoever's on here. Who's that? Paula? I can't see. Doing your do? Or Lynn? I got bad connection. Every time I'm in this dang Decatur area, the area is bad connection. Or Shelly Shell. I know one of y'all be on there. I know all of y'all be on there.
In half a mile, keep left onto Scott Boulevard.
Oh, Lord. Once I find me some better shoes and my feet don't be so hurting, because let me tell you, these Skechers are not that good. I wish I haven't worn them. I would have returned them right back to rack room shoes. But I guess I could wear these Skechers just for everyday wear, not for exercise, because I know that is really not good for exercise, in my opinion. I think it's just something just to walk around in, not for no dang working, put it that way, working and standing on your feet. I think these Skechers make my feet kind of, it's too tight on my feet. I mean, I know sometimes it's a size 11, but it don't feel comfortable as I thought it would be.
Keep left onto Scott Boulevard.
So I'm not gonna wear these Skechers when I go to work.
In 13 miles, take the exit onto West Park Place Boulevard.
I may have to do I may have to find me some place and either buy me some shoes today or just wear one of my older sneakers that fits wide and just give me some Dr. Scholl insoles until I'm able to order me some shoes from Amazon and get the suggested ones that were suggested yesterday morning. Alright, people, y'all just turn like it ain't nothing. Because I don't understand. I'll be looking at people's feet, or, you know, people you walk around and they be like, I said, your feet don't be hurting you. They be like, no. And they don't have, and they got these, and most people in there, they don't wear no very good sneakers. You know, it's like regular old sneakers. And some people wear stuff that's so inappropriate. Because I was like, ain't no way that their feet ain't hurting. But I guess they must have been used to it. They must be real used to it or something. Because I'm trying to figure out. I said, well, dog, am I the only one that be in pain? Or I'm the only one that just shows the expression on my face of being in pain? Everybody else just like keep on going. I don't know. I guess most people said that it took them a good month and then they got used to it after that. So I guess maybe next week it'll be a month. Let me see who's on here. Let me look and see. That Dorian. Hey, Dorian. Okay, so y'all can talk amongst yourself because I can't read what y'all saying until I get closer to home or the light, the sun starts coming up, which is not up yet because I left at 6 o'clock. 5 after 6 I left. I swear, they talking about today. They had dang, how many packages they had? 300? No, it's not 300,000. 30,000 packages. I was like, yesterday, the day before that, it was like 24,000. And then after that, they talking about they gonna get worse when it gets closer to when it gets closer to the holiday. And boy, I can't imagine how many packages they gonna probably have. At that point, shoot, they probably have about 50. They talking about 50, 60,000. I'm like double. Oof. I know one thing. If they want to hire more people, they better make sure they hire a lot of people, and then not the ones who just they get there, work for a while, and then they talk, oh, I can't do it, and quit. But so far, I don't know. So far, I'm hanging there, y'all. But you know, one thing though is that working this Amazon, and from this time and from 1 a.m. to 6, 7 o'clock or whatever, it's kind of it's kind of disturbing my pattern for doing Grubhub and even that dumb raggedy Uber Eats. Because Monday through say Wednesday, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing Grubhub. I'm not doing Uber Eats hardly. And the thing about it, I'm supposed to be doing Grubhub, Uber Eats, particularly on my day off, which is really like Thursday, Friday, and then mostly Saturday until about till about 10 o'clock or so. And then after that, I gotta go to work at 1 a.m. that late Saturday or early Sunday, you know. But yesterday yesterday I turned on the app to do Grubhub, and it was only a 2-hour block. So I managed to get the $20, but I didn't get any orders yesterday. I didn't even leave my house. I stayed right there at the house until I got an order at from the house, since Stone Mountain's in the Grubhub zone, and I didn't get anything. Now I know usually I usually don't get any orders from the house quickly. It'll take a minute before I get anything. Good morning. Sorry if I can't see y'all who's on here, because this stupid phone is not that big for me to see the chat and see what you're saying. So I'm gonna have to say it. I'm gonna have to read the messages when I get to the house, which is gonna be another 22 minutes or so. I'm driving on 78 now. I always take the back road. I don't get on 285 and get home from there, because even though it says the quickest way is to get home on 285 back home, and they claim traffic is light on the Google map, sometimes that thing did not even be true. Because I looked over 285 before I was going to say, should I call in there and get on? And then I was like, I could see the volume starting to pick up. And I said, well, I'll just take the streetway and just go through downtown, go through Midtown, and go down Ponce, which for me is a little bit easier, because I'm not have to focus on trying to speed down 285 and worry about all those trucks all over the place, and people be going to work and try to drive crazy in that early morning. That's one thing I don't like. Now, nighttime going to Smyrna, it's not that bad. I mean, it's not traffic or anything, but it's still got all that little construction going on right before, right as you pass SunTrust Park, the baseball stadium. I don't understand it. They finished building that baseball field and everything around it, and they still doing, they still got that little small little construction lanes. I said, what the world are they doing? I wish they could hurry up and get these dang cones and start finishing up what they doing, because to me, I hate this. It's a small little strip right before you get off the exit for that baseball stadium, and right before you get to Riverside Drive. There's like a narrow road, and it's a lot of trucks that be trying to squeeze in between these narrow lanes, and I hate driving on that particular part because it's so dang it's a sharp looking curve, but people still try to drive, you know, 90 to 100 in that little construction area, and I was like, this don't make any sense. So, but that video wasn't, my topic wasn't to talk about that. Now, the majority of the people I work with, you know, you don't really get to interact with people as much. At least I don't really get to interact with anyone. And usually when I take my break or lunch, I usually sit there by myself. I don't really be chit-chatting too much with people. But there's a couple of guys in there. They always run their mouth all the time, but they pretty nice, you know. And but the majority of people there, everybody there is pretty nice, you know. It ain't no drama or anything like that, but you could tell that there's like a bunch of girls. I don't know if they either go to the same school, but it's like, you know, you could tell like 3 of the girls, they like real cliquish. They almost remind me of them going to college, and they all live in a dorm, and they all decided, let's go work at Amazon, and you know, they all 3 of them, they all stick together, and the majority of the people there, they young, they like in their 20s or so. And then they got some other people who are like, you know, middle age, got kids, you know, probably late 30s or so, have second jobs. So, and then, there's a couple of white people I've seen. There's one white lady, she's an older white lady. She's cool. She's so friendly, and she's like, oh, you know, just, you know, she's one of those people you could tell that she probably live amongst black folks. Not that she acts black, because she don't act black. She don't act black, but you could tell, like, there's some white folks that they live, you could tell that they live amongst black folks or other minority people. They don't exclusively live in a lily white suburbs and stuff, you know. But she's cool. I like her. I don't know why I never get people's names though, but nobody be tripping there. That's one thing I could say with Amazon. And then the manager, his name is Sherrod. He's cool. He's quiet, you know, but he seems to be very observant. I could tell in a sense. Like, I think he's the one that he observes people in terms of what they're working and taking care of your business, and doesn't really micromanage people. You know, he has ambassadors, which they don't get, you know, all they are is really people who's supposed to control the line and everything. And then but he doesn't really say much of anything. You know, he says a little pep talk in the morning, and pretty much that's it. And then there's this other one, her name is Tamika, and she sounds like that Tyler Perry, the old grandmother on If Loving You Is Wrong. Not, is that the show, If Loving You Is Wrong? Yeah, If Loving You Is Wrong. The one that the show that Tyler Perry made with the grandmother, and she got that funny voice. That's how she sounds. She sounds just like that character. When I mean she sounds like her, you know, if you ever see that Tyler Perry show and she's like, what you talking about? That's how she sounds. And all you hear is her voice throughout the whole night. And it's like, you know, and it's a warehouse. So, you know, you're going to hear a lot of, you know, conveyor belts and stuff. And she don't need no microphone. She could talk, and you could hear her all across the warehouse in that high pitch kind of voice. And I was like, oh God, I can hear that all day. And then when she gets on the microphone, you know, the walkie-talkies, you know, all right, y'all going to, you know, y'all breaking it. You know, it's like, what did she say? I was like, what did you say? You know, it's like you have to look at her like, what? Say it again. I don't understand the hell she's saying, but that's how she sounds, y'all. And boy, she come in there in the break room, break over, you know, I mean, she's like a dang, I mean, I know she's the, I think she's the,
In 2 miles, take the exit onto West Park Place
I know she's
Boulevard.
the supervisor, you know, and that's fine and dandy, that's her job, but she's nice, but she's like a firecracker, like, you know, and all right, y'all, we got 10 minutes to clean. We got 10 minutes, you know. And she's like, crack the whip. But it's all good. It's all good. Cause I know one thing. I just keep on plugging. You know, I try to keep going, but it gets like that dang 3:30, 4 o'clock mark. I'll be like, oh. Is it time to go and take a break? I need to sit down just to get that, you know, just to sit down for a moment to get my feet rested. I don't feel tired, you know. I don't be like, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. It's my feet, you know. My dang foot it starts swollen up, and it just, I don't know. I just know that, I can't wear these Skechers anymore because I think it's I don't know, it just don't feel, that little comfort thing they claim they got in there, that thing don't work. That's just nothing but a tease. Oh Lord, I'm almost home. About to get off exit West Park Place and down the road. That orientation is Friday, or even if it's Thursday, I may start that weekend. I may start Zipsy this weekend.
Take the exit onto West Park Place Boulevard, then turn right.
And then and then as for Uber Eats, no, I ain't gonna be messing with.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto West Park Place Boulevard.
You know, I'm not gonna mess with Uber Eats too much because staying around the house, you know, and you doing 7 deliveries and you only get 20, you know, maybe $20, $25.
Turn right onto West Park Place Boulevard.
You know, it's like, I really thought that that with that tipping thing that people would really really would tip. I
In
mean,
1.2 miles, continue onto Rockbridge Road.
even if they just tip $2 on each delivery with Uber Eats, you know, you make some comparable amount of money. But you really don't. And I don't know how long people's gonna really stick around and do Uber Eats. And you know, Uber Eats is a separate company from Uber. You know, it's not the same company, y'all. It's not the same. It's a totally different company. It's like a, I don't want to say subsidiary. I don't know what to call it. But it's not, but those are two separate companies.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Bermuda Road.
And the reason why, it's like they have a different sort of, they don't participate in that 180 day of change when it comes to Uber Eats. It's a different, it's
In
run by
half
a
a
whole
mile,
different.
turn left onto Bermuda Road.
Be quiet. Turn that thing. Turn that thing volume down. Yeah, it's not the same company. It's like a separate division in a sense. But I think that when they had this fight for tips and all that stuff, I think that course was a waste of time. I really do. I think that when people were fighting Uber and saying change, get the tip option, blah blah blah, I think that what they should have really done was
Turn left onto Bermuda Road.
fought for more. They should have fought for more better pay increase in the rates when it comes to Uber Eats.
Make a U-turn and proceed to Stewart Mill Road. Make a U-turn and proceed to Stewart Mill Road.
I thought
Proceed
I
to
turned
the
you
route.
down. Oh,
Command, please.
turn off navigation.
Invalid command in the current
Lord. What's the point of having a
Make a U-turn and proceed to Stewart Mill Road. Make a U-turn and proceed to
voice
Stewart Mill
activation
Road.
system that don't even recognize when I say to do something? I'm like, ugh. I mean, I like this car, but that navigation system is too sensitive. They don't even listen to what I'm telling them.
In 1.2 miles, turn left onto Rockbridge Road.
Oh, look at all these people just driving around this curve. And then if it was a cop that was, you know, anywhere around, all of a sudden people want to act like they want to know how to drive all of a sudden. Drive like that regardless. Why a cop have to be in the presence for people to drive like they got some sense? They know this dang curve is not no 55, 60. Speed limit 40. Now I'm going exactly 40. But some of these people are going way beyond that speed limit. That's why the people be I know on the other end of this road, people be actually get into some very serious little accidents on this little road because they
In half a mile, turn left onto Rockbridge Road.
Because they be speeding. a good company to work for, in a sense. But I think that at the same time, you don't really get to deal with anybody directly unless it's like your immediate manager.
Turn left onto Rockbridge Road.
But then a lot of times, they don't have an authority to do a lot of things. Like, if you want to change your schedule,
in 1 mile,
you gotta
turn
put
left
in a
onto North
request
Deshan Road.
to do it, and then it's not like you really get to speak to anybody to put in a request, because there's a human resource person. She only comes in Monday through Fridays at some strange hours. I don't even know what time she really comes in. But I don't know. I don't know what the reason why they will even have a human resource person that will come to the facility. It's not like they have an office. It's not like they really do anything, you know? At least based on my observation. Because
in half a mile, turn left onto North Deshan Road.
Because everything that relates to things that need to be handled, human resources, the girl who's the coordinator, you know, she doesn't have no authority to do anything herself. You know, if there's any issues with payroll, if there's any issues with time off, you know, you have to do a ERC ticket and put a ticket in, and some arbitrary person that you never meet or get to speak to on the phone does it. And if you call an 800 number, it's basically the customer service representatives who have the technical experience that takes the call and
turn left onto North Deshan Road.
And they'll do a trouble ticket. But other than that, it's like almost like a faceless company when it comes to matters like that. But of course, you know, a lot of companies, you know, a lot of their human resources is outsourced to third-party companies or anything that requires any type of attention. It's like in
half a mile, turn left onto Water's Edge Drive.
You have to do a trouble ticket. But other than that, it's a huge company, and it's easier to get lost in a company of that nature and that size. You know, that's why I'm gonna find it very interesting when it's time to get converted for permanent. You know, they'll come to you in an email.
Turn left onto Water's Edge Drive.
And that's how they communicate anything to you. Now, I don't know, like I said, you know, how they determine who gets permanent. Well, no, it's not who gets permanent. They're going to determine who's permanent based on your attendance. So,
in a quarter mile, the destination is on your left.
And I think
6939 Water's Edge Drive.
Yeah. Oh, it's time to take out the trash. I don't feel like, ooh, gotta go and drag that garbage can to the curb. You know, in all this time, in all these years that I've lived here, I hardly see any kids or teenagers outside. It's like, the only time I see kids around here in this neighborhood is when it's trick or treat or Halloween, and they'll be in the neighborhood, and or there'll be a bunch of teenagers just walking up and down the street, leaving McDonald's
The destination
wrappers
is on your left. 6939
on the
Water's
ground.
Edge Drive.
But I would catch them one day. Like I caught a couple of them the other day walking through my backyard. You know, just cutting through the woods. Because, you know, my backyard leads into the back ways. It looks like the woods. But there's other houses over there. And they walking through the dang ravine. And I was like, I said, get out of my yard. You know, and I guess they were so shocked. Because I was talking to them from the window. But they just walking through the yard like it ain't nothing. I'm like, We'll be cutting through my yard like that. Because I don't know what they be doing. Oh, okay, I'm home, y'all. Let me see what y'all been saying since I've been driving. There's only 2 of y'all left. Yvette, you still on here? Okay, you say you work mostly North Highlands, Little 5 Points, downtown area, and some Sandy Springs. Dorian, you still on here, or you left too? Oh. Dang, I need to get me a better phone that's gonna have a bigger screen. I can't hardly see nothing. Hey, Harden. Well, you go ahead and exercise for me. Because let me tell you, Harden, boy, they're working at Amazon. According to my Fitbit, let me see how many steps I did. I only did 5,400 steps. That's not a lot of steps, because usually I do more than that. 16.3 minutes of actual burning exercise. I was kind of slow today, you know. I knew I wasn't as quick and fast. I wasn't moving as much today. Oops, that thing's so big. I wasn't moving as much today. Well, home. Get out of here. Ooh. It's almost time for me to take these braids out of my hair. I think next week, let me see. Next week is, I want to say is what, 4 weeks? 5 more weeks? 5 weeks I would have had these braids in my hair. It's time to take them out. It don't look as shabby, but I don't like to keep stuff in my hair. Keep it in there too long. Yeah, it's starting to get loose, but it's not like anything too bad. But it's time for me to take these out. I think my hair has grown substantially. I hope it did. Once I take them out, I'll see how long my hair is. Woo. Oh. I'm gonna take this car mount and not keep it on this window, because sometimes these things here, I think if you keep it in the window and it's hot outside, I think that thing messes up after a while, because my things have not last lately. Whew, okay, what you say? Congratulations, you're getting good exercise working at Amazon. Get some leather work shoes to help your feet. You think that would help? Those leather, because they got some at Rack Room. I saw it was black, and it looked ugly. But I guess I don't care for it to be ugly at this point. It needs to be comfortable. Forget the comfort. I mean, forget the style. Good morning. Whew. Oh shoot. There's a dang key in the car. Yeah, I saw those. I think I saw those work boots, work shoes, or something at Rack Room. And since I bought my sneakers, buy one get one 50% off, I think I could go back and buy those other shoe at 50% off. So I'm gonna go there today. I'm gonna see how it feels on my feet. I'm gonna look at those because it did say it was work shoes or work something to wear to work. And if it's something that's really good for working and sitting down, I'm gonna get it. All right, I'll be back. Hold on a second. Whew. Got you. What'd you say? You say you work at night too? That's what everybody say. After a month, they say you will get used to it. But see, the thing is, when I first start, it's fine. But then after 2 hours, then my feet start to swell up. It's like whatever little space I have in my feet, suddenly the sneakers feel tight. And then after that, I feel so stiff. And that little half-ass stretching they be doing every time before the beginning of the break, they supposed to do stretches with the whole entire body. And they be rushing through it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, bend back or do this. And I was like, I don't even look at that. I try to do my own stretching with the adequate amount of time, because they be trying to rush. They be so focused on rushing to start work that they'll rush through the stretch.
It's just an unchurched area. And I don't know if that's because,
and that ain't good, because I know if they talking about Christmas time and the holidays gonna be real packed and busy and things like that, they can't be rushing like that. And the funny thing about it is, since most people haven't been there for the Christmas holiday, everybody would be their first time actually working the holiday. Because see, a lot of people started working at Amazon at June. They started working in June of this year, May. Maybe a couple people, most people I heard they February, March, and June. Nobody worked there like a year or worked last Christmas or nothing like that. So, can you imagine once they start ramping up and they start really getting busy?
For everyday attitudes that are perfect for running errands or spending time with your family. So, what are you waiting for? Shop Zulily.com today to discover big deals for a small.
So, Alright, y'all. It's time for me to ramp it up and go to sleep. I usually wake up about 2:30ish. No, I usually wake up about 2 o'clock. So, y'all have a good day and have fun working. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Bye, Yvette. Bye, Paula. Bye, Hardin. Bye, Lynn. Who else I'm missing? Kevin. All of y'all. Alright. Talk to y'all later.